ulbification was instantaneous. All around her, all she could see was crackling blue light as she travelled through the circuit towards the training rooms. Or at least, she presumed. The experience was not unlike the charge she had taken to reach the academy, only this was much smoother. The voices returned too, only this time they were much louder. I'm going to be late for class. She's almost here. The final is today? What will we do with her? Oh, I need a holiday in the office.
The students get worse and worse every year.
I want a pay rise.
Take her there.
I'm going to quit. See all that we know. In fact, as the time she spent inside this strange method of transportation increased, Gdansk also felt her own thoughts escape her head and heard them whizzing past her ear, lost in the space she found herself in. I don't belong here. I hate them. Yet I want to learn, stop them from doing it again. But how can I? And then, just as the cacophony of her inner thoughts was about to overwhelm her, a new, stronger voice mixed into the fray of her inner thinkings.
Heraus, Auxilia Hydrangea. I know who you are, and why you have come here. Rest assured, you have made a catastrophic blunder.
There was a pause. Just for a few seconds. Until Gdansk saw a white light banishing the blue. The other voice came back, one last time, vicious, yet charming. Good day. See you soon. And with that, Gdansk exited the circuit at a wholly different wall than the one where they had joined it. Enjoy the ride? Mr. Nice asked, walking out of the wall seamless and without a misstep. It was very impressive, yes. But I think I'd struggle to get used to those voices. What were they? I thought I heard others' voices, and then my own. Gdansk elected not to share the other voice she had heard before coming out of the wall. Mr. Nice looked at her in confusion, and for a moment there was something in his eye, a vastness that stood empty of anything but air and space. Then it collapsed in on itself, a singularity, and his eyes were the same ocean blue as always. I'm not quite sure what you mean, miss. The first always leaves people feeling odd, he said to her, in a tone that suggested not to push this further. Gdansk was unsatisfied with his answer, but with no leverage, she had no choice but to follow him to their next destination.